When you think of the desert, do you imagine a vast, isolated, arid landscape with cactus, sagebrush, and rattlesnakes? Well, this is gonna blow your mind. I found a lush oasis in the Nevada desert with birds, green grass, and towering trees. We spent an unbelievable week here, and you can too. I'll tell you all about it. I had a memorable week with my daughter Katina, son-in-law Josh, and granddaughter Cece in Las Vegas. After that, I drove 2 hours north through the striking Nevada desert towards Beatty, a quaint town known as the gateway to Death Valley National Park. My destination was a hidden gem of the desert, Spicer Ranch, a true adventurer's dream. This is our gorgeous view from the window. There's grass. They have a spring, so they have water in the desert. This place is actually an oasis in the desert. There is birds. It's so wonderful to wake up and hear all of these birds, brightly colored birds all over the ranch that just gravitate to this area because it's lush and there's trees and they can make beautiful nests in the branches. The sound of birds is so comforting to me, and there's actually been studies on this about how comforting birds are to people. So if you're ever anxious or stressed and need to calm yourself down, go to Spotify and put on bird sounds. It works for me. This is the view from my door. So this morning I'm making Cafe Cielo. It's a wonderful coffee that's made in Guatemala. I'm really impressed by the company because they give back to kids in Guatemala. So this is my morning brew. It's a small family-run company. I love what they say on the back of this. We harvest with hope and we roast in celebration that from the mountain to your table, more than a coffee, comes a little piece of heaven. And my morning coffee is a slice of heaven for me. You know, the simple pleasures in life. I'm going to enjoy this. Cafe Cielo is more than just a coffee. It's an experience that bridges the rich coffee growing traditions of Guatemala with the expert roasting techniques in the U.S. This exceptional coffee has many rave reviews for its rich flavor and aromatic profile. But what makes Cafe Cielo truly special is its mission. Each cup you enjoy helps support the education of vulnerable children in Central America. If you're curious to try this remarkable blend, you can find a link in the description below. I feel so lucky today, and I'm enjoying a really yummy cup of coffee. Hoping all of you are waking up someplace wonderful and are grateful for the day. Cheers. Can you cheers coffee? I always thought cheers was for an alcoholic drink, but I guess you can cheers anything, right? You're just giving good cheer to your friends. Cheers. Now let me take you around and show you some of this gorgeous ranch. Spicer Ranch offers an oasis amid the rugged terrain of the Mojave Desert. This 120-acre working ranch, transformed by David Spicer, features a vast mountain biking and hiking trail network. It's a big area for mountain biking. There's miles and miles of trails, and then the property's trails also hook up with BLM trails. If you're into mountain biking, this is really a great place to experience that. I notice a lot of the other campers all have mountain bikes. I haven't tried mountain biking before, but it seems like it would be so much fun. I definitely have to try it. Spicer Ranch is more than just trails. It's a vibrant community space that hosts events. This is Scott. He's the one who brought me to Spicer Ranch, and he's been here several times before. So can you tell me what's special about this ranch?
It's private property and it's free, donation only. It supports his nonprofit organization, which is about species reintroduction, land conservation, recreation use, mountain biking, hiking trails, working with federal agencies to get people outdoors, especially kids. We have full bathroom facilities, kitchen, stage for music and yoga, and meadows, green grass in the middle of this desert.
Is there any other place like this that you've...
That I know, no. In all my travels across the country, none. Zero. He's opened up his property. He doesn't ask for anything except people that respect it, clean up, and enjoy it. They can help support the nonprofit organization. This is very unique.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is David Spicer, the owner. I asked him why he opened his land for the community to enjoy.
As a kid growing up, my mother told me there's only one thing and one job that you have to do, son. Let's just make this world a little bit better of a place it was when you came into it. And I was here, so it's pretty easy to do that. I think she'd be proud of me.
Yeah, I think so too. That's amazing. Thank you. During our visit to Spicer Ranch, we embarked on a delightful hike that led us to a picturesque pond. This tranquil spot, surrounded by lush greenery and towering trees, felt like an oasis amid the desert landscape. Hey, if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe, like the video. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We watched the horses graze contently, their presence adding to the serene ambiance of the ranch. While staying at Spicer Ranch, we took a little trip to Riolet Ghost Town, located near Death Valley National Park. This town epitomizes the rapid rise and fall typical of the early 20th century mining towns. The town was established in 1904 after prospectors discovered rich quartz deposits near Bullfrog Mountain. Riolet quickly grew into a thriving community, and by 1907 it had a population of up to 5,000 residents and boasted modern amenities like electric lights, water mains, telephones, and even an opera house, and a red light district. However, the prosperity was short-lived. The financial panic of 1907, coupled with the depletion of high-grade ore, led to a swift decline. By 1911, major mining operations had ceased, and by 1920, the town was largely abandoned. Today, Riolet is a ghost town with remnants of its former glory, including the Cook Bank Building, the mercantile store, the school, and even the old jail, which was built so well that you still can't get in or out. Tom Kelly's Bottle House was built around 1905. It is a unique example of resourceful architecture. Kelly built the house on what was plentiful: 51,000 beer bottles and adobe mud. This house was used in movies and is now a tourist attraction. The Goldwell Open Air Museum, next to Rhyolite, showcases an eclectic collection of sculptures and artistic endeavors. The museum's artwork includes Sikowski's ghostly Last Supper, the colorful and playful Lady Desert, The Venus of Nevada by Hugo Herman, and Ikara by Dre Peters. I find it fascinating how artists and creative people are attracted to the desolation and beauty of the desert. You can find unique art pieces throughout the desert, even on Spicer Ranch. Driving back, we came across some wild burros. Wild burros are a common sight in the Nevada desert. These descendants of donkeys brought over by Spanish explorers have adapted well to the harsh conditions and are often found near water sources and old mining towns. They are protected and super cute, but it is wise not to get too close to them and don't feed them. However, it is very common to see them walking right up to open car windows. The next day, it was time for me to go back to Las Vegas to see my daughter for her 29th birthday. The wind noise here was very loud, but I'll explain what I was saying. I stopped for gas on Route 95, heading back to Las Vegas, not realizing that this gas station was a brothel. Prostitution is legal in Nevada, but with certain restrictions. It has to be in a licensed brothel located in counties with populations under 700,000. So this means it's illegal in big cities like Reno and Las Vegas. And there are about 20 active licensed brothels in Nevada. The brothel I got gas at was called Alien Cat House Brothel. And in addition to the gas pumps, it also has a convenience store. Full service for the weary traveler, just like in the 1800s. And they have really good Google reviews. Brothels in Nevada are leftovers from the Wild West days when they were common in mining towns. The state chose to regulate prostitution rather than make it completely illegal. Nevada is the only U.S. state where it is legal. Hi, Lily. Hi, honey. Hi, guys. My NA beer. Okay. So, because it's my daughter's birthday, I ran into Trader Joe's. Spent way too much money. Hi, honey. Ah. Ron. Shh, 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 shh. These treats look really disgusting, but just salmon skins. Yum. But they like it, so maybe it'll quiet him. Okay, here you go, buddy. Okay. Well, anyway, I got her a few things that she likes from Trader Joe's. I can talk over the crunching. For gifts, I'm not a big gift person. I live in a camper. I'm more an experience person. But when I do give gifts, I like to give practical gifts, preferably consumable gifts or like an experience gift. These things are like Cheetos for dogs. Do you hear them eating them? They love these things. Here you go, baby. Here you go, my baby. They smell really disgusting. As long as they like them, Done at Trader Joe's. Now we're off to Petco to get some food for my puppies. Okay, I'm gonna take the dogs with me into the Petco. Sometimes this doesn't go very well. Ron smells other dogs, and I have to watch him because he'll pee on displays. I'm sure he's not the first dog to do that, but it's a little bit embarrassing. At Spicer Ranch, there was a whole bunch of nomads hanging out, and Ron peed on somebody's leg. Dogs will be dogs. But it was an embarrassing moment. I think for me, not really for him. He was fine. Now, Ron, be on good behavior. He looks a little embarrassed. Kitty? Happy birthday, Kitty! Your mom. Love you, baby. Thank you. Happy 29th birthday.
Say hi to Granny.
Hey, baby. Baby.
Say hi,
Cece.
Cece just looking at Mama.
Aww. Katina wanted plant-based cheesecake for her birthday dinner because she's sensitive to dairy. So we got dinner from Tarantino's Vegan, an Italian restaurant in Las Vegas. The food was so delicious and the desserts were to die for. We had the cannoli and cashew cheesecake. Yummy.
Oh.
See.
Right. This was our morning view. Joshua trees. How cool is that? And mountains. I came here when it was dark because yesterday was my daughter's birthday. When you get someplace when it's dark and in the morning, it can be a really, really good surprise. Not always, but today, definitely. I think we're going to go for a walk. Here we go. Come on. Okay, hold on. I love it. It's so quiet. Does anybody else love waking up to quiet? So, fun fact, this is where I got stuck last year, I think it was 2 years ago, with my truck in this wash. And it was an epic camp spot up this hill here. We're going to take a little hike up there, but I have no idea what gave me the nerve to come through this wash in a two-wheel truck. Like, sometimes I take chances. Now I've learned a lot to where I would have scoped this out, and if it looked iffy, which it looks really iffy, I would not have gone down it. But, you know, you live, you learn. When you first get on the road, a lot of stuff might go down because you're just kind of learning. You're learning about the terrain and what your rig is capable of and what kind of chances you want to take. If you guys are on the road or have taken a lot of chances in your travel, I'd love to hear about it because I've taken quite a few. And, you know, like I said, you live, you learn, right? But it's always an adventure. And most of the time, things turn out well. Most of the time. Just met those lovely people over there. They're traveling with their son in a van and a truck with a cab over. Very nice. That's what's so fun about traveling. You meet people from all over the country that have a love of travel and you have something in common. And a lot of them are super friendly and, I don't know, it inspires me. Then here it is, my epic camp spot. There is a fire pit there, so it definitely is a campsite. I did not have the right rig to get me up here. You live, you learn. Next truck is gonna be a 4x4. You know, when I was working in the operating room, doing something that didn't really resonate with me and didn't feel like my life's purpose, I would dream of being able to wake up somewhere like this and go for a hike in the morning with my dogs, just taking the views and think how grateful I am that this is my life. And it all starts with a vision. I had to put a vision together and start developing my goals to get me to where I want to be. I'm still figuring all this out, but I'm off to a really good start. And thank you all for coming along. I appreciate you all because you're a big part of this. You're the reason why I started this YouTube channel. So if you think you're stuck, you're never really stuck. If you want to, there's a way out. And you deserve to live the life you want. Feeling a lot of gratitude. I really hope you're feeling that in your life too. Because there's always things to be grateful for. Do you ever notice when you hike a trail going the opposite way, it looks like a totally different trail? I love that about hiking. So I'm really loving the spot that I'm in. It's close to my daughter. It's beautiful, Joshua trees, little wildflowers, but a windstorm is coming. And the last time I was in a really bad storm in the middle of the desert, it scared the crap out of me. So I'm going back to an RV park. It's supposed to be 60-mile-an-hour winds, and I really don't want to be out here with 60-mile-an-hour winds in my little truck camper. My dogs are playing. They're so cute. Hey guys! Aw, they make me smile every day. Does your dog make you smile every day? I'm so thankful I have them. Okay. I get emotional when I talk about my dogs. I'll stop tearing up. I still have the 1,000 Trails, and it's free for me to stay there. And basically, I'm trying to get out of the wind. So maybe, because how congested it is, it will be actually a benefit, unless somebody blows over and falls on me. But it might be a benefit for sheltering me from the wind. I'm thankful I have the 1,000 Trails. I'm thankful I can go back there. Hey guys, you want to go back to the 1,000 Trails? Okay, here we go. This is the great skedaddle to get out of the wind. When you live this lifestyle, you're more in touch with the weather and you just make allowances. You have to be flexible. Going back into the city isn't my favorite, but we'll be safer there from the wind. And there's something to say about full hookups, electric, especially when I'm editing, because I have a Starlink and I usually use it on my solar batteries, but Starlink takes a lot of power. So being plugged into shore power and just having the Starlink on and not really having to think about it. It's kind of like having internet in your house is the ideal situation. So I'm looking at the positives. Got to look at the positives in life, right? There's always positives. Oh. Okay.
Continue on Nevada 156 North for 6 miles.
I think this was the right decision to go to an RV park because I'm being blown all over the road and it's supposed to get worse. Thank you for coming along on this adventure. I'm sending warm, happy vibes to all of you lovely people. Do something novel in your life. You deserve it. And I'll see you on the next one.